afternoon, this is Dan Howe at PTI Securities and Futures coming to you for your daily wrap-up of January 9th, Monday. Overnight, the equity range is relatively narrow, 10 points, which is kind of narrow these days. Asian markets and the European markets were both mixed, a little bit more to the high side, but there was a little bit of both. The only fundamental news today was the consumer credit, which came out at 2 o'clock Chicago time, a whopping $20.4 billion compared to the 7 that was the expectations. Now, this is a relatively volatile number, but still, that is a huge number. The only difference is, in the old days, we used to think this was fantastic because that would mean a total increase in consumer spending and obviously an impact on GDP. Now, market didn't react at all. Is it good or bad when there's more credit? That's a good question. The only earnings today was Alcoa, came out after the close. They're still digesting them, but the headline number is a loss of 3 cents, which was not bad. Alcoa is going to be kind of on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Last week they announced a cutback in production of 12 to 15% of capacity, but yet today was one of the biggest movers on the page percentage-wise to the upside. So we'll see how that reacts after hours and tomorrow. Close today, it was a very, very boring day. The S&P stayed within a 3.5, 4-point range the entire afternoon, so it was like the machine was broken most of the day. But the SPX closed up the day up 2 at 1286. The Dow closed up 32 at 12392. NASDAQ closed up 2 to 2676. 10-year note was flat at 1.96, still below the 2% level. The dollar edged a slight loss at 80.96, and gold had a little bit of a negative day, down $6. Italian 10-year bond went up a little bit. The yield is now 7.16. That's got to be something that can make these guys in Europe getting more and more nervous, because there's going to be quite a bit of bond auctions at the end of the week in Italy, Spain, and pretty much everyone's going to have some sort of a bond auction later in the week. The news conference with Merkel and Sarkozy really didn't react to anything, so there was possibly no real new ideas coming out of it. But nothing bad either. So looking forward this week, we got the Beige Book on Wednesday, we got retail sales on Thursday, we got the jobs report on Thursday, and we're also going to have quite a bit of stuff with the ECB on Thursday, and well as a lot of the auctions later in the week. Michigan sentiment on Friday. So we do have some stuff that could potentially move the market later in the week. However, if this is any indication, the holiday volume is still low. This is Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures.